This is the weekly sales meeting for January 12th, 2025. My name is Chris Fleming. You can reach me at chris@cdmediaconsulting.com or go to our website at cdmediaconsulting.com. Today's topic, because it was doesn't mean it is. I have a degree in Eastern and Central European history. The most interesting thing about knowing this history is once you learn it, the history never changes. It is the same history. That history doesn't adapt to the present. In our modern society, we are often guilty of using history as a stone tablet rather than a lesson. We like the comfort provided in knowing what doesn't change, as if our entire organization can operate in a business-as-usual mentality, one where no external force ever alters the trajectory of the business landscape. But that could not be further from the truth. While we may want the landscape to go unchecked so as to pave a smooth road for our future, the opposite is true. When you reach any success pinnacle, there will always be someone trying to shake your mantle. And although they cannot undo the foundational elements that make you successful, they can change the future landscape and disrupt your ability to repeat your success year after year. That is, if you don't learn to adapt. We need to understand when to stop relying on past experiences and start focusing on current realities. This is necessary for growth and adaptation. I have a phrase for that. It usually comes out when someone brings me something that is the same as last year, or contains the words, the 12th annual. I will say because it was doesn't mean it is. The purpose is to highlight the importance of staying current. The purpose is to test what we are doing for the present day and not what made it successful last year. We want to put it under the microscope of what is interesting and exciting about it right now. We don't want to be bound by outdated practices or beliefs. Adaptability is key to personal development. Holding on to past experiences can limit your growth. You might have had certain habits that worked well for you in the past, but they might not be effective in your current situation. Recognizing the need for change and being open to new strategies is key to continuous improvement. If you used to stay up late and still perform well on the job, this habit might not be sustainable as you grow older. Not that I speak from experience on this, but I know I used to stay up and out till 4 a.m. and be at work by 7. Now this practice would leave me in the emergency room for 3 days. As we age, our ability to bounce back from a break in the routine lessens. As we take on more responsibility, the amount of energy required to run the human body taxes us. Learning to focus on sleep and time management become critical. In business, adaptability means staying up on market trends and technological advancements. It is how we remain competitive. Broadcasters must adapt to changing consumer demands and interests for competitive parity. What worked in the past may no longer be effective. This is due to shifts in consumer behavior, or may be caused by technological advancements. Sometimes it is new competitors entering the marketplace. Staying up to date with market trends helps businesses make informed decisions. It gives us the ability to innovate. Take the retail industry. This sector has seen significant shifts towards e-commerce. Traditional brick-and-mortar stores that failed to embrace online shopping have struggled. Those that adapted have thrived. They not only have a database of loyal customers, but they can mine that data for extra sales. The most common shopping method now is to order online and return in store. How well does that work for you if you are late to the e-commerce platform? Technological advancements occur at a rapid rate. Businesses relying on outdated technology risk falling behind competitors. These competitors move ahead by leveraging the latest innovations. Adopting new technologies can improve efficiency, reduce cost, and enhance consumer experiences. Companies that use advanced data analytics can better understand customer preferences. They can tailor their products and services accordingly. This approach is more effective than relying on traditional methods of data collection. Think about the effectiveness of broadcast radio or television advertising. The archaic method of measurement is asking each customer that comes to a place of business the tired old question, "Oh, how did you hear about us?" That question is ripe with inaccurate responses. The medium of influence seldom gets the proper credit for customer delivery, yet it is used as a scientific method of validation. Cultural shifts in society necessitate adaptability in social interactions. Societal norms and values evolve over time. Holding on to outdated beliefs leads to conflict. Embracing current cultural trends means being open to new perspectives. It leads to better interactions and inclusivity. The increasing awareness and acceptance of gender identities and sexual orientations reflect progress. Adapting to these changes by using inclusive language can drive business growth. The language we choose is a direct indicator of how well we adapt to the local and global marketplace. It would be wise to reevaluate and re-edit our public-facing content multiple times a season. Charles Darwin was a British naturalist and biologist. He is best known for his theory of evolution by natural selection. His groundbreaking work, On the Origin of Species, was published in 1859. He proposed that species evolve over time. They use a process where advantageous traits help organisms survive and reproduce. He wrote, "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones most responsive to change." Darwin's ideas revolutionized biological science. He changed how we consider life's diversity. His work laid the foundation for modern evolutionary biology. His work remains a cornerstone in the study of natural history, the history of all that will not change. But the forward adaptability of the species will, unless it won't. Communication methods have changed with technology. Relying on traditional forms of outreach can limit our ability to connect with customers. Embracing new communication tools and platforms enhances interaction and engagement. Social media and instant messaging apps have become a primary means of communication. This is especially true among younger generations. Email and newsletters are popular with older generations. Learning to use these platforms with language intended for each group can help us communicate with efficiency. Remember, communication? It is that thing we are supposed to be good at. The truth is, all industries struggle with communication, but it is ironic when we struggle with it. We should recognize when we should move on from outdated practices. If you feel stuck or unproductive, it might be time to reassess your approach. You should consider new strategies. Pay attention to feedback from others. If many sources suggest a need for change, it is worth considering. A noticeable decline in performance indicates that current methods are no longer effective. To embrace the present, stay informed about the latest trends, technology, and practices. Be open to feedback and willing to make adjustments based on constructive criticism. Continuous learning is essential. Invest in learning new skills and knowledge to stay relevant and effective. Flexibility is also important. Be willing to adapt and try new approaches even if they differ from what you are used to. The benefits of adaptability are evident in real life. Businesses like Blockbuster Video come to mind. Blockbuster failed to adapt to the digital streaming trend. Then it faced rapid decline. In contrast, Netflix, which embraced digital streaming, thrived. Blockbuster had a chance to own the market in this field, but they failed to see the coming technological advance. In the year 2000, Netflix co-founder Reed Hastings approached Blockbuster with a proposal to sell Netflix. The price tag at that time was $50 million. This was at the time when Netflix was a DVD rental by mail service. Blockbuster dominated the video rental market with its brick-and-mortar stores. Blockbuster declined the offer. At the time, the video chain saw little value in Netflix's business model. This decision is now seen as a major missed opportunity. Netflix went on to revolutionize the entertainment industry through its streaming service. Blockbuster is all but out of business. Max McEwen is a British author, consultant, and strategic thinker. He is best known for his work on innovation, leadership, and adaptability. He wrote the strategy book and Adaptability, the Art of Winning in an Age of Uncertainty. McEwen advises organizations on how to navigate change. He prides himself on improving performance through creative problem solving and strategic agility. His ideas focus on thriving in fast-changing environments. It makes him a respected figure in business and management circles. He writes, adaptability is about the power differences between adapting to cope and adapting to win. Which arena do you think your business is living in? Merely coping or playing to win? This doesn't mean we should have an instant reaction to everything new that comes down the socioeconomic pipeline, but we should strive to understand it. Any new development, like history, is a foil if we fail to comprehend its impact on our business. While streaming is all the rage, it doesn't mean we should rush right out and blow up every transmitter. I am not leading the charge to go straight to streaming, but we shouldn't bury our heads in the sand either and expect that this fad will pass. At the root of it, the consumer has publicly stated, with their wallets, they will trade fidelity for convenience. Content drives engagement, but busy audiences want to consume the content on their schedule, not ours, except for live events which maintain their elite status as can't-miss content. General Eric Shinseki is a retired U.S. Army general. He served as the 34th Chief of Staff of the Army from 1999 to 2003. He is known for advocating for military transformation. He warned about the troop requirements for post-war Iraq. After retiring from the Army, Shinseki served as the U.S. Secretary of Veterans Affairs. He worked to reform the VA system, but was forced to resign following a healthcare scandal. However, he was an integral part of change management in the Army and government. He said if you don't like change, you will like irrelevance even less. Because it was doesn't mean it is. What worked for you last year may not be enough for the coming year. Always test your process and method. Learn new skills to take to market, understanding when to move beyond the past. Embrace and understand the present. Look to the future. The group that succeeds will be the one that not only understands what is happening, but the one that is prepared for what is coming. It doesn't mean it has to abandon what is working, but only that it can't rely on what has worked to predict the future. By staying current with trends and practices, you can ensure continuous improvement and success. Embrace the present, learn from the past, and remain open to new opportunities and challenges. In selling, stay up on the latest tech for your field. Embrace new practices for social interaction. Study what works to get connected to business people right now. Use the tools at your disposal to position yourself as the market authority on what works now and in the future. My new book, 21st Century Sales Success, is now available on Amazon.com. If you like what you have heard here today, please consider ordering a copy or two. You can always send one to a friend. Go to cdmediaconsulting.com right now and follow the instructions to order.